right, man, let's talk about WWE Bash in Berlin 2024 going on, of course, in Berlin, Germany. Boy, what a red hot crowd. And by the way, let's talk about the actual show in general. So I loved the small stage, right? A sold out arena with a small stage. And of course, they had an LED screen right above the center. And of course, this LED screens in the bottom, where the hockey, the walls are at. But yeah, just a full crowd, just a 360 around the arena. Really, really cool. And I enjoy that, man. Of course, they announced last night, or yesterday afternoon here in Chicagoland time, WWE Bash in Berlin broke another record, right? And for me, I'm not surprised, right? So what was the record, G? Well, I guess sound like they had the highest grossing sellout show in WWE history. And it seemed like they're doing this every time they hold a international show across the world, like Cardiff, Wales, Lyon, France, Perth, Australia. No matter where they're at across the world, they managed to break some kind of record, and most likely, when it comes to the highest grossing show of all time in the WWE history. And you know what that means, right? They're printing money, right? It's the WWE. They are Uncle Sam. I'm pretty sure they got a Bobcat tractor lifting up, a pile of money, loading that son of a bitch up right on the WWE jet, heading back to Stanford. They're banking some money, right? And it's no surprise, right? It's no surprise that tickets aren't cheap either, especially here in the United States. And your average ticket's what? If you want a good seat on the floor, you're going to pay some hefty money, right? And $300, $400 for a seat. If you want a ringside, you're going to spend some $800, $900, but it comes like a full-on package, right? You meet some superstars. You get a ringside photo. So you get some exclusive stuff with it, but you're going to have to pay a hefty tag here. Same thing for a normal bowl seat. You're going to pay like $100 plus fees and taxes. The other Ticketmaster bullshit you have to deal with. So that's where they're making that money. They're making that dough. That's not including merch, right? Superstar merch like Cody Rhodes, LA Knight, they're like probably $50 a pop. Live event merch. No different to touring, right? Like when it comes to music, And by the way, commercial here, a Less Than a Headbanging podcast. If you're a fan of rock and heavy metal, I talk about all things rock and heavy metal tours, of course. And shirts aren't cheap when you want to buy a band's t-shirt. $50 a pop. That's expensive for a t-shirt, but you got to support the bands. And that's where WWE is probably getting some of their revenue as well. Is obviously from merch, right? Buying that stuff at live events. So WWE, congrats to them for breaking another record, of course. And I sound like Triple H has more stuff up his sleeve. Maybe international. We'll have to wait and see on that. But Bash in Berlin, man, hell of a show. Let's talk about first match of the show. Cody Rhodes versus Kevin Owens. Excellent match. Great match. Nice story, right? Now, we're going to backtrack it to Friday Night SmackDown. Now, if you haven't watched Friday Night SmackDown, I'll give you up to speed here. Cody and Kevin Owens, they had a face-to-face segment on SmackDown this past Friday before Bash in Berlin and their match. Now, Cody pretty much confronted him, and he's like, you know what, dude? Just get ready for this big match between you and I, blah, 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 blah. And we're going to go for it, baby. And that's where Kevin Owens was like, you know what, dude? I noticed on this European tour that you were limping. There was people backstage texting me that you were limping. Something's up with your knee? And Cody's like, just don't worry about my knee. I'm going to be 100% at Bash in Berlin. Kevin was like, look, man, I'm not going to compete you if you're not 100%, man. Cody's like, just shut up. You're still going to fight me, okay? So deal with it. And that's how this friendship became arguments, and it got intense and intense and intense. Now, in my previews and prediction, I talked about this. I know Cody's going to walk out as champion. The real question is, and if you watch this on YouTube or heard it on the podcast, I said it very clear. I want to know how it will play out post, Cody winning the match. What I mean is, how will the outcome be after the match? Will they still be friends? Is Kevin Owens going to hate his guts? Will Kevin Owens turn heel? And Cody Rhodes asked Kevin Owens this past Friday on SmackDown, after all this is cleared, will you still be my friend? I ain't making this shit up, man. I'm not watching the Germany feed from my home. It's pretty obvious. That's what I want to know as a fan. Will they be friends? There's a story here. There's a reason why both guys are fighting in the match for the world title, right? Yeah, Kevin Owens deserve it, but so does the hot dog concession man. He deserve it, right? He's been busting his ass off selling hot dogs at the stadium. How come he don't deserve a title shot? I don't know. I'm asking you guys. So that was very interesting. When I heard Cody say that, are we still going to be friends? And Kevin Owens looked at him and just walked past on by. And all the fans of Germany like, oh, hell no. So, Bash in Berlin. Here we go. Mismatch time. These guys ready to square off. Of course, the match kicks off with a headlock style match. Great wrestling. Yada, yada, yada. Good stuff overall. Now, let's talk about the knee that Kevin Owens mentioned about on SmackDown. He noticed that Cody was having a little knee issues. When Cody was attempting to climb up the turnbuckle, his knee gave out. He slipped. He fall. Kevin Owens saw him. He's like, this is it. This is it. Like, I just want to take out his knee, pin him, and win this match and become the new champion. But then the good side of him, so the devil side is telling him to take his knee out. The angel side's telling him, you're his best friend, don't do it. And he's just like, man, I'm going to do it. I'm like, no, don't do it. Let him get up. And Cody fights back. Both of these guys spilled outside of the ring. And he saw Cody was still having issues with the knee. Now, he can easily powerbomb his ass on the ring apron, or not do him, be a good friend and save him another life. And that's what happened. Now, I did notice it on this match, and you guys told me, did you guys see maybe the first stunner of the match? The first stunner, when Kevin Owens hit that kick right in the gut of Cody, was that foot like 20 feet away from Cody's gut? You tell me. I'm like, fuck, he didn't even bother touching that body and gave him that stunner. But obviously the second time he connected it, obviously the crossroads didn't mean shit. He did it like 2-3 times and Kevin Owens kicked out of it. Dustin Rhodes did it once and All In, and he got kicked out of that as well, so never mind. Anyway, man, long story short, Cody Rhodes defeated Kevin Owens. There we go. What was the outcome of the match? Nothing. They hugged each other, and they went into commercial breaks. Nothing happened. I got no story on what happened afterwards. There was no heel turn from Kevin Owens. You know, when I saw Kevin Owens grab Cody's hand, doing like this, celebrating, doing this, now I'm like, this is it. Clothesline his ass. And like, no, they hugged each other and they went to commercial break. So here we go. Cody Rhodes won and defeated Kevin Owens. Okay, what else was going on in this match? I'm looking here. By the way, check out my official website, intothesquarecirclepodcast.com, for my quick results. I did put my quick results on the blog section. What was after that? Because my blog section, I don't have it all in order. Well, screw it. We're going to do the women's tag team match here. This one I kind of predicted right. It's Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill defeated Isla Dawn and Alba Fry to become the new World Tag Team Championships. Sounds like Hotel Transylvania, blah, blah, blah. So, It was pretty obvious, right? It was pretty obvious. I knew Bianca and Jade was going to win, right? Hell of a match. Both ladies were like star. They had great chemistry. They worked together like any other great tag teams. The Road Warriors, the Steiner Brothers. These ladies have a great chemistry, and they approved it. The only way they would not win, and I talked about this in my previous prediction, if they have miscommunications or the chemistry's not there like they used to, and they just screw each other and they screw each other in the back. That did not happen. Both ladies worked together as a team, and they won as a team. And there's your new tag team women's tag team champions to get that right. So there we go. Hell of a match, and congrats to them. And my predictions are right again. Ugh, flexing. All right, what else is going on here? Oh, man, this is a great match. Strap match. CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre. Excellent match. Great story. The match kicks off with Punk just raising hell. Both of these guys are just beating the shit out of each other outside of the ring. They get in the ring. They have the light post. You know, red for Drew McIntyre, green for Punk, or vice versa. And they got to hit each 4 corners of the turnbuckles. If they get all 4, they win. And the thing is, both of them are strapped up with a physical strap on the wrist. And a great story, man. These guys beat the living hell out of each other. Punk was the first one to spill blood in this match. Oh, yeah, that's right. The bracelet. It's not the Vegas. I'm showing this for example. The bracelet, right? The bracelet they used in the match, right? That's the whole story is Punk wanted revenge. He wanted to whoop Drew McIntyre's ass. CM Punk wants his bracelet. It means a lot to him. The fans made the bracelet for him. The bracelet had his wife named April and his dog named Larry featured on his bracelet. Drew McIntyre had these in his trunks next to this wiener snitchel, and probably all sweaty. Eventually, he took it out of his tights, put it on his wrist. Just kind of playing mind games with CM Punk, but I love him, man. Drew McIntyre hits the first turnbuckle, gets to the second turnbuckle. As he's getting ready for the third, Punk yanks him. GTS go to sleep. Vice versa with Punk. So my favorite part in this match was where Drew McIntyre was hitting the first turnbuckle, but he was a fireman carry CM Punk in the shoulder. CM Punk's hands were dangling behind Drew McIntyre, so as Drew was hitting the turnbuckle, Punk on top of him was hitting the same turnbuckle at the same time. And Drew McIntyre realized, like, this son of a bitch I'm carrying around, his ass is still awake. He's not unconscious. So as Drew gets to the second one, Punk is hitting the second one. I thought it was hilarious. But my favorite part was the ending of the match here. Of course, Drew McIntyre was getting GTS'd. Go to sleep. Each corner by CM Punk. So CM Punk can ensure you 100% that Drew McIntyre will not get up at all from each move and yank him from preventing on getting the fourth and final turnbuckle. The only thing I got to complain about this match was the very end. Punk hold off on the fourth turnbuckle just to get the bracelet. And I'm like, dude, you're wasting a lot of time here. Just hit the damn turnbuckle, win the match, go over there and take the bracelet off. That's the only thing I could complain about. But other than that, hell of a match. I predicted CM Punk would win. And that was my previews and prediction. And boy, howdy, I got it right. So CM Punk defeated Drew McIntyre in a VI strap match. Good deal. So let's talk about the next match here. And so what's next here? So we got the Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens, right? We got that set. We got CM Punk and Drew McIntyre. We got the women's tag team match here. So let's talk about the mixed tag team match here between Damian Priest, Rhea Ripley versus Liv Morgan and Dirty Dom. And again, solid match. Great chemistry between Damian Priest and Rhea Ripley. Of course, you had interference from the Judgment Day, Carlito and JD McDonough. Finn Balor got involved. The ref had his the ref had his back move, right? So the ref don't see shit what's going on behind him. You have the Judgment Day slapping the shit out of Damian Priest and Rhea Ripley. I can't speak. It's literally it's midnight right now as I'm talking and recording this episode. Yeah, man, these guys and gals, get that correctly. Damian Priest and Rhea Ripley, just great chemistry, both badasses. I think Rhea Ripley had the biggest pop in this match. Not only she was woman handling Liv Morgan, but man, she was beating the crap out of Dirty Dom, which got they had the crowdometer. You know, the fans pumping up. You see the meters going up, and man, Rhea Ripley is just hauling ass and kicking ass in the ring and taking names, of course. So there we go, man. Damian Priest, Rhea Ripley defeated Dom Mysterio, Liv Morgan in the mixed tag team match. So, by the way, I predicted that 4 out of 5. I got one more match, baby. One more match. The main event. Randy Orton. Man, I love the intro for both guys. You know why? Because WWE has the best production on the planet when it comes to television. WWE has the top-notch 4K camera that's focusing Orton, walking slow. You had 13,000 plus German fans singing, "I got voices in my head." Don't quit my day job, G. And just what an intro for Randy Orton. Really cool. And out comes the ring general, fans' favorite, Gunther, walking down the ring with the world title around his waist. These guys had a beatdown. These guys went to war. These guys went through every measure to make sure each one of these guys got their ass beat. Got their ass handed back and forth. Both guys went through announce tables. These guys went to war. But that's where Gunther put a sleeper hold on Randy Orton. And Randy Orton fainted away. The ref grabbed his hand. Orton hands fall. Ding, ding, ding. Gunther retains the World Heavyweight Championship. My favorite part was the very end. Both guys had mad respect. Both guys shook hands. And these guys were men. They were men, and these guys acknowledged each other. They put on the best damn clinical wrestling match WWE could put on the premium live event. It was phenomenal. So overall, 5 out of 5. That's pretty good, right? That's pretty good, man. I'm a badass, baby. I should get a lotto ticket. Overall, this was a great pay-per-view premium live event. Go on my official Twitter X profile, Into the Square Circle Podcast. Vote right now if you enjoyed the pay-per-view. There's a big percentage right now that didn't enjoy it. And some people are like, it's okay. So check it out right now. Hop on my official X profile, Into the Square Circle Podcast. Or send me a DM on Facebook, Instagram, or TikTok. And let me know what you guys thought about WWE Bash in Berlin.